Okay, so now we're on the semi-finals. It's best of two. Oh, sorry, best of three, first to two, and we have Extreme Rage versus OPP. OPP takes snake corner. Neither team take the snake. OPP lose their first player from the center of the field. Extreme Rage take snake one and lose a player from the center of the field.
Check him!
So OPP lose a second player, so they're down to 3. Extreme Rage has lost 1 player, they have 4 alive. They're calling another elimination, so that's 3. 3 eliminations, there's only 2 OPP left. Extreme Rage with 4 alive. Todd Adamson on top of the mound. Oh, maybe that's all OPP eliminated. So the first of the semi-finals games, OPP loses to Extreme Rage. They have a chance to bring it back. It's going to be a best of 3 or first to 2. And then next up we're going to have the Sabre Wolves playing Doc's Warriors. And that will also be a best of 3. And based upon the winners of those, we will have the finals matches. So Sabre Wolves will playing Doc's Warriors in their first of their semi-finals matches. So the first semi-final matchup between Doc's Warriors and the Sabre Wolves. Both teams entering the field. The Sabre Wolves on the left-hand side of the field, Doc's Warriors on the right.
You're showing these games live?
Yep.
Nice.
Live on Facebook. If you want to come down to World Cup and watch the Mounds field, you can do it. Tomorrow we'll have 10 man out here on the Mounds. So we're just waiting for all the Doc's Warriors to make it to their starting station.
You got Bob?
Not sure. He's not going to make it. Unfortunately, he's not going to make it. So Doc's Warriors take snake corner, Sabre Wolves take snake. Doc's Warriors push up in the middle, just inside the snake. I'm not sure if Dr. Warriors were able to start with 5 players or not. One of their players tried to run on and then didn't make it in time. So Dr. Warriors lose the first player from Snake Corner. And Sable Wolves move to the Snake 60. Not sure why the player decided to shoot at me, but he is. And he's eliminated from the middle of the field. And one of the Dr. Warriors runs back in the center of the field and is also eliminated on the run back. So I think that is 4 players eliminated for Docs. And Sabre Wolves make it to home to win the game with 5 alive. Okay, so there'll be another matchup between these two teams. We will have Extreme Rage back on the field versus OPP. These are the semi-finals games. Did you guys start with 4?
Pardon?
Did you have 5 to start or 4?
Yeah, we have.
You have 5? Okay. The Dodge Warriors did have 5 players. OPP and Extreme Rage. The second of their semi-finals games. If Extreme Rage wins this, they will be going into the finals. If OPP wins this, they will have a 3rd game in the semi-finals. So Extreme Rage will be on the right, OPP will be on the left. Jason, they did make the Mounds field after the first year because it disintegrated. They have cows out on here and there was no grass on it, so it disintegrated. This is actually the same Mounds field as last year, or very close to it, because this year they came out, they worked the bunkers a little bit and then they seeded it. So that's why we have grass on the Mounds this year. So this is a very similar Mounds field to last year. Not exactly the same because there's been a little bit of change and a little bit of erosion, but very similar. Just waiting for the 10-second call. OPP on the left, Extreme Rage on the right. OPP breakout center heavy. Neither team go for the snake. Neither team go for the center 50 yet. Extreme Rage lose a player from the far side. OPP 5 alive, pushing up on the spectator side. He's up to the 50 on the spectator side. Extreme Rage lose 2 players. OPP move up to the center 50. Extreme Rage move into Snake 1 and then fill Snake Corner. OPP lose a player from the center 50. So it's 4 OPP on 3 Extreme Rage. So OPP loses another player, so it's 3 on 3. OPP up high in the center. Extreme Rage passes him in the snake. That's what happens in the Mounds sometimes. Oh. So Extreme Rage is going to run through, makes it to the station, even while an OPP player is live on the far side. So Extreme Rage will win that game. That puts OPP out and Extreme Rage into the finals. They will be playing either the Saber Wolves or Docs Warriors. And the next match will decide who they play. Actually, it might not because it's best of 3. So the next match will be Docs Warriors versus Saber Wolves. Saber Wolves won the first game of 3. So Docs Warriors are going to be starting on the left-hand side. Saber Wolves will be starting on the right. You're on the left, Spence. So Docs Warriors on the left, Saber Wolves on the right. Saber Wolves won the first matchup. This is a do or die game for Docs Warriors. They need to win this one if they're going to go to the finals. Docs Warriors on the left, Saber Wolves on the right, 10 seconds. And Saber Wolves lose a player going for the snake. Docs Warriors make it out 5 alive. Saber Wolves fill snake corner. So Docs Warriors lose 2 players at the same time, one from snake corner, one from center field. Saber Wolves fill the snake up to snake 40 and push on the far tape at the same time. So Saber Wolves with 2 positions on the 40. And Docs Warriors lose a player from the middle, so they're down to 2 players. They try to come across to the snake. He's into snake 1. Docs Warriors lose their player from the far tape, so this snake player is the only player still alive for Docs Warriors. So Saber Wolves actually came around the far part of the field to the base and they win. So that's Saber Wolves winning in 2 games over Docs Warriors, and they will be going into the finals to play Extreme Rage. Join us for those games shortly.